Welcome to Personal Development Mastery Podcast, and this is another snippet of wisdom where I select my favorite and most insightful moments from previous episodes. Today's snippet comes from my guest Becca Williams, who is talking about emotions as not something to be suppressed or avoided, but rather a pathway to deeper self-understanding. Let's dive right in.
The mind needs a seat at the table, but the mind should not be at the head of the table. Our intuition, our heart should be at the head of the table. That intuition, that deep inner knowing from which all answers can come. But the mind, that's why talk therapy is not particularly effective, because I remember for the years that I was in talk therapy, I'd be driving, to the therapist and thinking, what am I going to talk about today? And you cannot heal from up here. You have to heal by dropping in and being in touch here. And the beautiful thing that the developer and creator of Emotional Liberation gave us, and that is, his name is G.M. Khalsa, is the understanding, and we are like in the Stone Ages as far as emotions are concerned. It's amazing. I think it kind of got lost in that divergence of religion and science. Somewhere it got lost there. But when we can go inward and be in touch with these emotions, it's a bridge to our soul. So think of it in these terms, that the difficult emotions that are coming up are asking us to be in touch with our soul. And so how do we do that? We need to go quiet, but like so many of us, and it's, the big all over, right? Meditate. Well, I got to tell you, I did Buddhist meditation, Kabbalah meditation, kind of freelance meditation. And I just couldn't, I had this pounding thoughts. And then of course the answer is, well, you just have to sit long enough where the pounding thoughts quiet down. That never happened to me. I mean, I did, retreats. I did silent retreats. I did weekend retreats where, you're just sitting on the cushion and breathing, and it never helped me. But I think that a lot of it has to do with this busy, distracting world out there. And so we're running. And then it's like, okay, you need to meditate. Sit down, put your butt on the pillow and shut up and go inward. And that's really hard for a lot of people in our culture. It was very difficult for me. So when I encountered this work, what happens is that we first feed the mind about the emotions, talking to our mind about the emotions so they know that this is what we're going to be doing. And so that the practice is where we go inward, and we do this work where we're moving, where we're breathing. And the important piece is that we're here. I talk clients and students through this emotion, because if you're feeling crappy, why would I tell you, okay, put that aside. We're going to be walking, close your eyes and breathe. And we're going to be walking along the water and into the forest. And, all I want to do with this terrible feeling, oh my God. And so what we do in emotional liberation is go toward the feeling. I invite people to go to their feeling while we're doing this work. And it's ripe. It is so ripe. Whatever is knocking loudest on your head, bring it, and we will bring it up, we will process it, and we will release it. And what happens is that the more that you do this, the better you get at it, to a point of when you're out and about, you're not on the cushion anymore. You're not doing this work anymore. Maybe my partner said something that I took in a bad way. Wow, that didn't feel good. What was that all about? Wow. And then I process it and I let it go. So, of course, that's the practice way. But I have clients who, after learning just the foundations of the course, they hit the decks running with it.
Thank you for listening. You will find the full conversation with Becca Williams in episode 396. The link is in the episode description. If you enjoy this podcast, can you think of one person that would find it useful and share it with them? Thank you. And until next time, stand out, don't fit in,